Good morning from the heart of New York City. This is a Better Self Daily show dedicated to one thing to learn and apply to live as a better self daily. I'm your host, Angela Shurina, your personal trainer, your personal nutritionist, your personal health and wellness coach, your fellow biohacker, and just someone with a lot of passion for healthy living, healthy eating, healthy food, nutrition, longevity, movement, fitness, biohacking, and just feeling your best, looking your best, and performing your best on all levels. So, a lot of you guys are asking me about breakfast cereal. Like, what's good out there? It seems like everything has sugar and everything is a dessert, and no matter what kind of cereal you choose, it's still sugary dessert that you're not ideally supposed to be having ever. And a lot of you guys love the convenience of cereal, and probably a lot of you guys were having it when you were kids. I used to have it, although like mine was plain rolled oats with some nuts and dried fruits sometimes, nothing fancy, but so still, sometimes a lot of you miss the cereal, you love the cereal because it's convenient, and you just want to keep the habit and you want to have some healthy options. So yesterday I went to the store, to a health food store, and checked a lot of cereals, and most of the cereals, like 8% of them are still, even if they say healthy, even if they say like fitness or whatever, most of them are still desserts. Just, instead of sugar, they put cane sugar or evaporated cane juice, or maple syrup and honey that might have a little bit more vitamins that processed sugar. By the way, processed sugar is also made from beets or cane, so it's natural, quote unquote, but it doesn't mean it's good for you to eat every single day. Anyway, most of those healthy, quote unquote, cereals still have some kind of sugar, maple syrup or agave syrup, and I don't know why people decided that it is healthier for your metabolism. It's still sugar. It still raises your blood sugar, your insulin levels, and produces inflammation when you eat it first thing in the morning, when you're not supposed to eat a lot of sugar in the first place. So, are there healthy cereals out there? Yes, there are actually. There are a few choices of healthy cereals. And if you look at the links for podcast, in podcast notes, then you can find some cereals that I approve. They have nothing but good ingredients like nuts and seeds, maybe some dried berries here and there, but definitely no sugar added, no other crap added. So, you can find healthy cereals. You can order them online and you can stock up with them and then add some unsweetened almond, hemp, macadamia, cashew milk, or if you prefer animal milk, that I would really recommend you to stay away from from cow's milk and try something like goat or sheep milk that is much better for you, that is of much better quality and produces much less allergic reactions or indigestion or all kinds of nasty stuff in your system. So anyway, the other thing I wanted you to learn today is what you should be looking at or should try at all costs to avoid on the ingredient list of the cereals you buy. So here's like a checklist, 4 items on the list that you should look for, and if they're there, try not to buy that cereal ever and maybe make your own. So when you look at the links with the cereals that I'm gonna give you in the podcast notes, just look at the ingredients, and if you don't want to order, if you can't order that, just make your own from similar ingredients. So these are 4 things that you need to avoid on the ingredient list of any kind of cereal, not to make it into another sugary dessert like you don't have enough option already. Anyway, so first thing, any kind of sugar. And by sugar, I mean brown sugar, cane sugar. By sugar, I mean evaporated juice. By sugar, I mean honey or maple syrup, all kinds of fancy names of sugars, fructose, dextrose, maltose, whatever. The only sweeteners that are allowed in your cereal are stevia, monk fruit extract, and sugar alcohols, erythritol or xylitol. Erythritol, xylitol are proven to not have any negative effect on your digestive system, on your inflammatory markers. They don't affect your blood sugar. They have much, almost non-absorbable calories, and stevia is still the best option. Stevia, 0 calories, all natural. It's a leaf from a plant. Doesn't raise your blood sugar, doesn't raise your insulin, doesn't make you crave anything after it. So stevia, other sugars, avoid at all costs. The second thing you must avoid on the ingredient list of any breakfast cereal is vegetables oils. And by vegetable oils, I mean safflower oil, sunflower oil, canola oil, any kinds of oils, but coconut oil, avocado oil, MCT oil, extra virgin olive oil. Like if for some reason you see those oils on the ingredient list of your cereal, then get the cereal. I have nothing against it. So if the oils are not coconut oil, olive oil, MCT oil, avocado oil, then any kind of other oils, avoid at all costs. They're also pro-inflammatory. A lot of them are really highly refined, close to trans fats. So do not consume those oils. Do not have them on the ingredient list of the cereal that you consume on a daily basis. The third thing you must avoid at all costs is peanuts. Peanuts accumulate a lot of toxins, a lot of bacteria on their skin. Peanuts are not even nuts, they're legumes, and they have a lot of starch, they have a lot of protein, and they're really hard to digest for your stomach. A lot of people are allergic to peanuts, and and there are a lot of toxins, a lot of bacteria, so avoid peanuts at all costs. They will drain your energy, they will promote inflammation. A lot of times they would raise your blood sugar, you will raise your insulin, so no peanuts in your cereal. Other nuts are totally fine if they are not roasted in some canola oil, of course. But anyway, no peanuts. And then the fourth thing that you need to avoid on your cereal, any kind of grain. Like maybe like oats, rolled oats, no sugar, like simple oats might be okay, but again, in my perfect cereal, there are no oats, no grains, no quinoa, no nothing like that. If you must have if you can't find anything, then yeah, maybe quinoa or oats. But I would recommend to you the cereals that have no oats, that have instead some flaxseed meal, some coconut flakes, some something made out of grains, but instead of seeds and nuts. And so try your best to avoid oats and any kind of grains in your cereal. So this is the list to avoid on the ingredient list of your morning cereal if you don't want to turn it into dessert and raise your blood sugar, raise your insulin levels, and increase the amount of belly fat you carry. Plus, that increases inflammation and your stress levels. So think number one, any kind of sugar. Stevia is allowed, erythritol, xylitol are allowed, and monk fruit extract are allowed. The second thing to avoid are vegetable oils, sunflower, canola oil, any kind of oils except for extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, and if you're like MCT oil. So the third thing to avoid peanuts. No peanuts, they're not even nuts. Any other nuts are totally fine. And the fourth thing, to avoid grains, even oats, even quinoa. Try to stick with flax seeds, hemp seeds, anything made from that, chia seeds, and then a bunch of good quality nuts. So I'm gonna again check out the notes for the podcast for the links to the best cereal that I recommend. You can check out the ingredient list of that cereal if you don't want to order it and make your own in bulk, and then just add unsweetened milk like hemp, like almond, like cashew milk, good quality milk without sugar or any kind of sweetener, unsweetened. Coconut milk is my favorite, my personal favorite. Like I love it. It's so rich and so filling. And that's it. So have your morning cereal the right way to increase your performance and decrease the amount of belly fat. And if you have any questions, if you need more details and ideas, shoot me an email to Angela at createyourself.today. Don't be shy. Thank you for listening, guys. Until next time, have a bowl of healthy Angela approved cereal and live as a better self today.